Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Manifest Season 3, Episode 9. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you one of my peoples, welcome back. I told y'all last week that I was side-eyeing Angelina, and my side-eyeing was confirmed the way she was acting this episode. I was like, see, I wasn't just side-eyeing her for no reason. I felt it in my spirit that something was not right with her, and she just confirmed that for me this episode. So we starting off, Michaela, she is having a calling, and she is seeing these dark clouds. Now, y'all know they saw that it was like a joint calling last episode, and it was around the Eureka building. So we trying to figure out what exactly does this mean. While this is going on, Ben, he's down in his little office area looking over, how to stop, this lifeboat from sinking and who could sink it when he has a calling where water is just rushing everywhere. Well, Egan, he had the same calling, but he saw the lion inside of his calling as well. So we're trying to figure out exactly what is going on. Now, Michaela, she is all set to have dinner with Jared and his new girlfriend, which is the major's daughter, and Miss Beverly. But in the midst of dinner, she has a calling. She looks over and her eyes is bloody red. So we're trying to figure out exactly, okay, what is going on? We know the last time we seen the little dark cloud was over Eureka. We figure out something is going on over there. Maybe it's Sanvi. Maybe Sanvi is in need of some type of help. We need to get to the Eureka building so we can make sure that our girl Sanvi, make sure she all right. Well, Sanvi, she and her team, they are over there using some kind of machine. I'm not really sure what it was. I didn't catch what it was, but they have been working with this machine and this piece of driftwood for the past few weeks, and nobody can seem to get it to do what they want it to do. Well, Sanvi, she decides, okay, let me give a try at this. So she uses machine. Next thing you know, she starts bleeding from her eyes. And then when they take her to like the little, infirmary area, she's like, I feel fine. I'm just a little faint. And I'm like, no, ma'am. You are bleeding from your eyes. Bleeding from your eye. You should never. Bleeding is a sign that you are hurt. If blood is coming from your body, that means that somewhere on you then got poked somehow and blood is coming out. Blood is not just supposed to come out of your eyes. Sanvi girl, you are not okay. You are not fine. Blood should not be coming from your eyes. I need you to realize this, okay, ma'am? Now, like I said earlier, I was side-eyeing Angelina. Well, now it seems like Olive is feeling the same way, because she walk around the corner and she sees Angelina has dyed her hair exactly like Olive's. Now Olive is side-eyeing her like, okay, so first you was out here wearing my clothes. Now you over here trying to look like me. This coming off as like single white female. I'm not appreciating this. This all stemmed from earlier when Grace was saying, "Oh, I love your auburn hair. It's so pretty. Your sister loved your hair too." So Angelina, in my opinion, has some kind of fascination with baby. What's her name? Eden. Yeah, and Olive, and wanting to take Olive's place. So she done got it in her mind that she's gonna dye her hair the exact same color as Olive's, and just thought wasn't nobody gonna say nothing about it. Olive was like, you acting real suspicious right now. I'm paraphrasing. Like, you over here trying to be me. You trying to be baby Eden's big sister, but she only has one big sister, that is me. We actually feel sorry for you because of the way your mama and daddy treated you. She was like really dogging her. And I wanted to feel bad, but I was like, no, Olive, stay with this feeling because that there is up to something. Ever since she doggone lost Pete, she done kind of, some things and switched in her head. And now she over here trying to doggone take over your life. I need you to keep an eye on her. While this is going on, Ben and Egan, they find some book, like they sitting in his little office area, and like this book appears, and they're looking through it, and like one of the faces has, I don't know if it was that book or was another book, it's a book. One of the faces has Sanvi on it. It's like a group of faces that Ben had before. Yeah, I think Ben had this before, but it was glowing this time. And Sanvi's face is in the midst of one of the faces of the people there. But he has never noticed this before. So they're like, okay, the men in the book, they were trying to get rid of their callings. Because this happened like hundreds of years ago. They was having these callings, they was trying to get rid of it. Of course, they probably thought they was going crazy because this is like 200 years ago. They didn't know a lot. I don't want to say they didn't know a lot about mental health, but they didn't know as much as they know now. So they was probably like, we need to get rid of this. This is probably evil and all that other stuff. But y'all know Sami, she got rid of her callings like season 1 or season 2 when she was doing experiments. So they're starting to believe, is it Sami? She is the person that's causing the lifeboat to sink, because the people in the book, in order to stop the lifeboat from sinking, they had to doggone jump off the boat themselves. So it's like, is Sami the one that's causing this? Because y'all know Sami, she already thinks everything that's going on is her fault since she killed the major. Even though the major was a low down dirty dog. But still in her mind, I did this bad thing. All these things is happening because of me. Now, Michaela, she gets to the Eureka building, and they like, even though this top secret government type of situation, maybe Michaela can help out in this situation. And like Sami, she going bad. That's almost to the point where they're gonna have to intubate her because like her breathing is off, her heart rate is off, like things just going mad. Well, Sami was like, I'm dying. I'm not scared to die. This is my fault because I killed the major. Like, I didn't mean to. Like, granted, she did not mean to. She just wanted to get information from the major, and then the major started switching, and that's what broke the vial for the antidote, and that's how the major ended up, being in the arms of the angel. But as soon as she, like, admits what she's done to Michaela, she is instantly better. The water that was in the basement at Ben's house is instantly gone. So it's like Sami finally admitting to somebody else besides, Vance, that what she done, she immediately gets better. Now, the thing is, she didn't just admit to this to Michaela. Michaela, a police officer, she's like, all right, just do what you need to do. Take me down there. But Michaela's like, I'm police and all, but I don't know if I really want to do that. You my friend, you my girl in the bag of pearls. I don't really want to take you down to the police station like that for real. But how about you get better first, and then we are going to, talk about arresting you. She did admit that is a piece of driftwood from, Noah's Ark and all that. She had already told that to Ben. Of course, she told it to Michaela, then Michaela told it to Ben while Eagle was there. So they now know that a piece of Noah's Ark is there. See, that's why y'all need to go ahead and send that piece of wood on back to the Vatican where it belongs. Y'all don't need to be messing with stuff like that, but y'all don't want to listen. Now, Olive, she felt bad because she told Angelina, we just feel sorry for you. You over trying to be me and you will never be me. She felt bad. Well, Grace made her feel bad. Grace was like, oh, she just wants to be a part of a family. She doesn't have anybody. So, she just, it's okay. You should apologize to her. So Olive, wanting to appease her mama, decided, okay, I'm going to go apologize to Angelina. Angelina, she is at the college. Now, from behind, it looked like Olive. An old dude that Olive has been, having a crush on. He having a crush on her. They talking about going on a little date or whatever. He thinks it's Olive, and so she turns around. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you was Olive. She's like, oh, it's okay. I'm so upset. Everybody's mad at me. And then she got like goes in for a hug, and he's like, okay. He's kind of like, I don't know what to do in this situation. And then she goes in to kiss him. And Olive, you should have went with your right mind, because you knew and I knew that this girl wasn't about to right. She goes over and sees I'm trying to call her Olive. Sees doggone Angelina trying to kiss a boy that she know that Olive likes. Now they done already had this conversation. Olive, Grace, and Angelina. It's just like, I think he likes me. I like him, and all this other stuff. So you went with that information. Nope, and tried to get with this girl's the dude that she's been trying to get with. Raggedy, just raggedy. And she called her on being raggedy. I was like, Olive, see, you should have went with your first mind. When she was up there doing it, like the switch had happened, and she was up there, I'm your sister, Eden, and oh, she's family too. Oh, now you want to be wearing doggone Olive's clothes and saying, Cal, don't tell nobody. Olive and Cal, they twins. They like this. You think he wasn't gonna tell her? And now you go over here acting like single white female? Mm-mm. 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 Out of order. Now, lastly, that piece of driftwood that they had been working on forever, nothing ever happened until Zombie got to working on that piece of driftwood. Now, again, I do not exactly know what that machinery that was doing to the driftwood, but whatever happened when Zombie was on the machine, if you slow things down, slow things down enough, you can see that for like a millisecond, that the piece of driftwood disappeared and then reappeared at like 7:44. Simultaneously, as this is going on, one of the PhD students, he's looking at his computers and he realizes that at 7:44 there were like a swarm of tiny tremors around a building, even though that the building is not on a fault line. So whenever they was doing whatever they was doing to that, whatever Zombie was doing to that piece of driftwood, may have caused the tremors or the mini earthquakes, or the earthquakes caused the piece of driftwood to disappear. I don't know. I'm still curious as to what's going on. I think the whole lion situation had to do with the piece of driftwood being from Noah's Ark. Those lions on Noah's Ark and all that other stuff. But I was like, yes. Go ahead and send that piece of driftwood back on where it belongs. Because all these signs is telling y'all doing something that y'all not supposed to be doing. Yeah, so y'all, that was oh yeah, Egan. First, okay, another thing about doggone Angelina. Egan show up. Ben go over to talk to Grace. Egan and doggone convince doggone Angelina, oh, Ben was going to go show me around the house. Will you show me? She went on ahead and did that. Wasn't supposed to do that. Like, if Ben would told you, yeah, go ahead and show him around. Otherwise, you keep him in your tail right here. Then Egan had the nerve, gall, and audacity to steal a doggone a junk drive from Ben. He always stealing from Ben. Just like it can't help itself. But now, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on to my beautiful face. What's in the video? You can click on it, you can like it, and you can share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.